We are ready for our next one. I'm really curious. Is it going to be cute or not? We are going to Cat Quest by Lighter95. Good luck!
Yes, hello. My name is Lighter95 and I'll be running Cat Quest any percent on the old patch. Timing starts when I confirm this new game here. So in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm just gonna explain a little bit about the story. We're a dragon-blooded cat, which means that we're a cat that can perform magic. And we land on this island and basically our sister immediately gets kidnapped by this other dragon-blooded cat. And our entire quest of this game, our cat quest so to say, is to save our sister basically. To do so, we first need to prove our power for the white cat, that he thinks he's strong enough for us to beat him. And then we'll finally have to confront him and fight him and save our sister. To prove our power, we have to fight a couple of dragons here on this world. And yeah, right now it's just a little bit of tutorial, how to fight, how to use my magic. So this run will pretty much be a lot of glass cannon. We're just gonna go over the main quest line and that's it. We're not gonna do side quests, we're not gonna level. So as a result of that, enemies are gonna kill us really quickly. So that's really dangerous, but we've got some tricks up our sleeve to become really powerful ourselves as well. So it should come in handy. So if you like cats and really bad puns, this game basically is the game for you. All the place names are really terrible cat puns, and all the spells, almost everything is just a bad cat pun. Just take the cat patrol we're standing here as an example. That's about the level of puns you can expect from this game. So if you've got spare money, you want to help charity, and you know some really bad cat puns, now's your time to shine. See if you can beat this game. So right now we just fought our first dragon, since they just reappeared in the land, and it's just still basic introduction still. Now we need to do our first quest, which leads us to the white cat, and from there on we'll just gradually progress, fighting some dragons, proving our power. So we're gonna basically use 2 attacks in the entire run all the time. We've just got our basic melee attacks, and we've got our AoE fire magic. We regain our mana by meleeing enemies. So that's really important, that we keep on meleeing even though our magic does more damage. So this is the white cat that kidnapped our sister, and we're just fighting an illusion of him right now. He's trying to test us a bit, see how powerful we are. And now it's a little bit of lore. He explains how it's the dragon blood as well. And basically the lore of this game is they used to be the ancient master, they're called. They're basically what we would call humans. And they infused some cats with dragon blood, and that made the dragon blooded magic cats. And he is trying to resurrect one of these ancient masters who got banished to a shadow realm. So right here we're at Kit Kats, and she's offering us a weapon which we're not gonna take because that's pretty slow, and we've got a better alternative ourselves. So we're gonna go to this watchtower. You explain us where the first dragon is we have to fight. But we're not gonna go there straight away. Above that dragon there's a cave of level 100. We're level 4. But what we can do in that cave is we can go past a couple of really dangerous enemies. And then we can try our luck at opening the chest and getting a really high level weapon. It's a 1 in 3 dice roll that I get the weapon I want. And otherwise I have to do a backup strat. But if I get the correct weapon, it saves a couple of minutes, so it's always worth it to at least try it. So we're gonna go into the hidden cave. We're gonna roll past these dragons, and we're gonna pick the small chest on the left. So we're gonna be careful with these guys, not pick up any coins. Now we want to bait the dragon into attacking, and then we can open the chest. Let's see. This actually is the item I wanted, so I believe this is a marathon first that someone actually got that item, so it's bound to be a good run, I hope. So we're gonna equip it, and why this item is so good, it's from a level 100 dungeon, so it's a really high level item. It gives us more attack, and it drains our armor. But since we don't have armor, we're only getting damage increases and no decreases, so that's really amazing. The other items you can get from that chest they buff your magic, but they debuff your melee attack or your health in return. So you always get a negative, except for this one. I do see that I have a really nasty visual bug where I can't see my HP and mana bar, so this is gonna be quite a dangerous run. But we'll see if we can manage. I know how many times I can get hit by certain enemies, so this was the first dragon, and it took already long, not all too long, but for the next dragons we're gonna get another item and you can see how fast we can actually destroy these dragons compared to this. So now we're going to be a little bit more lore. And now we're gonna use the main speed tech in this game, which is zipping. I'm gonna enter this cave in a certain position. Then when I roll out, I'm gonna try and buffer some inputs in the last couple of frames of the roll. It's like, I think 2 or 3 frames, so it's kind of tight. Let's see if I can get it. Even if it takes a couple of tries, it's still worth the effort. There we go. So basically what this does is it shoots us all the way over the map, most of the time in a north direction. And we use this in the run to save us a lot of walking, because walking is terribly slow, of course. I should level up. It's really difficult gauging what I can do and what I can't without health and mana, but we'll just have to make the best out of it. I know what bug caused it actually, and I know when it will go away, but yeah, still have to wait a bit for it.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, sure.
We got a €1 donation from Loki100 saying, this game makes me give in to procrastination. Stay awesome.
Thanks for being so positive with me. So right now we're going into our first lore cutscene, which basically explains what I already told about the humans that created these dragon-blooded cats. Also, the dragon-blooded cats are totally not a reference to another game where the main character has something to do with dragons and can cast magic because of that. They're totally 2 different games. So right now we have to ask where the second dragon is. But there's kind of a complication because the second dragon is hovering above a lake. So we first have to learn how to walk on water before we can beat that second dragon. So we have to go to the other side of the map. So first I'm gonna do a zip again. Right here. There we go, second try, that's decent. So right now we're going to a port city, which of course in this game is called the Port City on the Port Plains. Because why not? You can never have enough cat plains, right? So right here we're gonna start a quest line with this really buff sailor major cat. And it's like 4 or 5 quests which will result in us learning how to walk on water. And right now we're gonna walk past a ruin which I bet Twitch chat will appreciate. They'll know what to do there. Oh, we got hit. That's a little bit unfortunate, but right now we've got to fight a couple of bandits. Let's see. Oh no, that's the second quest. We have to find the assistant of the mayor who's gone lost. He was sent on an expedition, and we just have to go and fetch him. And of course, he's on the Forbidden Field, so we have to go there, go past some dangerous enemies. And right here, it's gonna be the first instance where I'm gonna quit out the game and reload, because we don't have to walk all the way back to the port city again. So once the quest completion comes in, I'm gonna return to title, continue the game, and we're back in the city. It's just saving some of that walking time as we try to minimize. So off to the second quest. Now I'm going to have to fight the bandits. So because we need the elixir to walk on water, and the assistant was sent to get that elixir, but the mages that create that potion really don't like him. So instead, we're getting sent as an errand boy to get it. So we're gonna have to go to the temple on the left there and fight some bandits. So we're gonna have to fight 4 bandits, and they're vulnerable to magic, so I'm gonna try and stack all of them together, and then AoE my way through all of them. Not getting hit, because that would be instant death almost. So I'm just gonna juggle over them, use my flame magic, auto attack to keep my mana on a good level. Which I don't have any idea of because I don't have a mana bar, but after doing it so many times you kinda get an idea of how many mana you have at what point in a fight. So we're getting the potion flask, now we have to go bring it back to the mayor. Do a little bit of rolling. Like rolling, it's just the fastest way of moving in the game, except for flying, which we'll learn later. So I'm just mashing the A button, rolling to my destination. So there we go. Hand him the potion. And we're getting a juicy reward, which we're gonna equip instead of the dragon sword. Which looks way better, but it's actually weaker, so we're gonna go with the simple axe now. And now the assistant is gone missing yet again, so we're again going to save him. We're gonna fight this rogue mage over here, who's going to throw some enemies at us. First some bandits, then some mages. So it's basically the same as what I just did earlier. Gonna stack them, use my fire magic. And there we go. Now we'll spawn a rogue mage underneath me. He is not as much affected by magic, so I'm gonna melee him down, getting my mana for the next bandit on who I want to use my magic. Then another rogue mage will spawn right about here. Another bandit. Tried to time my level up there so I would get full mana again, but this should work. Now we have to fight these hedgehogs, and that will be this fight.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, sure.
We got a €5 donation from Elise, saying, I can't come up with a cute cat pun, Rosilo. Donation to Runner's Choice.
Runner's Choice. Let's go for the Dark Souls glitch exhibition. So now we're gonna return this. We're getting another item, which we're not gonna equip because we got the overpowered high-leveled chainmail. So we're just gonna let this one sit. Now we're actually getting the potion. We're gonna walk on water. I believe the game actually somewhere says in the dialogue that we're turning into Cat Jesus because he used to walk on water. So that's what we're doing here. And then as a thank you for making us walk on water, we have to fight this Hydra that has been terrorizing the village for a bit. So it's the least we can do, right? So again, just trying to stack the enemies as much as possible. Level up always nice because it resets my mana bar and my HP. Come on. There we go. So now we're gonna go back over here, finish the quest line. We're gonna get the mayor's tank top actually, but we're not gonna be using that. So right now we could go to the lake and kill the second dragon, but now we can walk on water. We can get a really strong item, which will make us one-shot almost all the enemies in the rest of the run. So I'm gonna go out of my way to collect that. And while I'm going there, I might as well buy some spells, which I can only find there. Let's see. A little bit to the left. I was too lost in talking that I angled too much to the right. So right here, we're gonna buy the Berserk spell, which basically buffs our damage for a while. We're gonna buy 2 levels of Berserk. Gonna equip it. So 1 more level. And then the rest of our money we're gonna spend on the Flamper spell, which is our main source of damage, of course. And I see that I regained my health and mana bar, which is really nice. That really helps me out, actually. Because there are some dangerous fights coming up, because we're severely under-leveled and almost everything one-shots us. The only thing we have to compensate for that is the piece of gear I'll be getting now. But that just increases our damage, and we're still this really under-leveled squishy cat, so... Right now we're gonna go south of the Monster Island towards the... I believe it's called Gentle Island or something like that. which basically is a reference to the makers of this game, the Gentle Bros, and they actually put themselves in here as cats. And why we go all the way here is because there's a quest which gives us a golden key. And with the golden key we can unlock golden chests which store really strong items. So I'm gonna enter this cave at a certain position so I can immediately zip out of it. This should be fine. But this is quite a dangerous fight. These mimics actually all one-shot me. So I've gotta be really careful. And I just gotta take this a little bit safe and slow because if I die, it's gonna be way slower than if I take it safely for a while, of course. There we go. And the reason why we run on the old patch and not the current patch is because the item we're gonna get has been nerfed in the current patch, and they added more monsters here to make it more difficult to get the item. So the old patch is faster because of that, and we're speedrunners, we prefer to go fast, so we play the fastest version, of course. That is the final mimic. After that we should be set. Just gotta relax a little bit more. That's it. Now I'm gonna try to buffer the zip on exiting. And I got it first try, nice. So right now I'm gonna go to the city above here. Let's see, what's its name? The Fisher Cat's Friend, of course, because what's better than Fisherman's Friend? And we're actually going back to the hidden cave we started out at, so we first go past the Bermuda Triangle, past the Twin Peaks again. So not only do we get the ninja item in the beginning of the run, there's also a hidden golden chest in there, which contains the faith item. And the faith item gives us approximately 700 magic. And right now we have, for reference, like not even 100. So this increases our power so much that we, in combination with Berserk, can one-shot almost everything, including the dragons. So you saw how long that first dragon fight took. The second and third one are gonna be a breeze compared to that. So this is the part I'm really anxious for always, because there's a really strong dragon guarding the chest, and I need to not be aggroed with him in order to open the chest. And his movement is a bit RNG. Everything he does one-shots me. And this dude basically is the bane of my Cat Quest speedrunning existence. But seems like I got it now. Yeah, there we go. So this gives me the faith item, gives me 700 magic. We're gonna quit out, go back to the Fisher Cat's Friend. So what we do now is we're equipping the faith item, like this. And then we exit the quest for the golden key, which makes us lose the golden key, but that's fine because we're not gonna use it anymore anyways. So right now we're going to the second dragon, the ice dragon above the lake. And just remember approximately how long that other dragon fight took, and then just be baffled at how fast we can beat this one already. So there he is. I'm gonna use my Berserk. And that's the dragon. So the item is ridiculously OP, making the second part of the run way more about mana management and movement than about the fights itself. So there we go. Now we go back to a guard tower, because apparently only the guard towers know where the dragons are. It's kind of weird, but this dude will tell us where the third dragon is. It's a flying dragon. All dragons are flying, my bad. It's a purple dragon, but it's hidden in a valley we can only reach by flying, which is why I got confused by the flying dragon. But so we first have to go all out of our way to the north to Windmew City, where we will try and learn how to fly so we can actually reach and beat that dragon. So we're going past the Forbidden Fields, and we're nearing Windmew City, which is called Windmew City because it has a windmill. How convenient. So we're gonna start a questline here called the Flying Bush, because bushes can fly in this game, and the Flying Bush really wants to teach us how to teach that power. So we've gotta do some things for him, get an orb, restore his power, and then when we finish this questline, he will teach us how to fly, which sounds like a pretty good deal, doesn't it? So right now we can just storm past all these enemies, one-shotting them using our magic. So it's all about stacking them and then using our magic at the correct time. and about mana management. So I'm gonna actually hit this guy for a couple of times, get some mana, which makes me able to power on past these other enemies.
Do
Just
we
try.
have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, take it.
We got a €5 donation from Nexum saying, "Stay positive."
Thank you. Thanks for the donation. There we go. Well, so far this is actually a really good run, so I am positive. Like, I ran this game earlier at another BSG and things didn't really go as I wanted it to, but so far it's going pretty amazing, to be honest. Only the first zip took me a couple of tries, but once you find that frame where you can buffer the input, all the other ones are exactly the same, so. We're gonna go to the magic tree now, because, stuck behind the building. We need to get a vision which will learn us more about this bush and how we can be able to learn to fly, so we have to go to the city why this village is famous, because it gives illusions and hallucinations. So we're just gonna meditate at this tree for a bit, and we're gonna get another lore cutscene, which I'm just gonna mash my way through, of course, because we're speedrunners. But it's more about the humans and the dragon blood cats and the war with the actual dragons. So just a little bit of lore, some whispering. Just gonna roll around here while the cutscene plays.
I hear cutscene, so time for donation.
Yeah, please go away.
We got a €5 donation from Grumpmuster, which says, "Good luck, Lighten. I'm positive you can do this for sure. Hope you get the ninja gear. Greetings, Grumpmuster."
Thanks for that terrible donation. It's appreciated. So what that cutscene actually resulted in is us learning some more lore, but then when we get at it, one of the rogue mages steals the orb we need to fly, so first thing we're gonna go retrieve that, kill these two rogue mages over here. There we go. And then we gotta follow this path to another rogue mage who will give us our item back, because stealing is not nice. Never steal, people. So we're gonna roll all this way. And we're gonna get our item back. And right now I'm gonna quit to the menu again. Continue, so we get back in the city. This is the second to last quest of this quest line we're gonna get now. We're gonna go after the rogue mages and defeat them because they've been bullying us for so much. So I'm gonna try and do a zip into a cave instead of going out of it. Let's see if I can get it. Ah, there we go. Actually, this is the first time ever that I managed to do that zip, so that's pretty cool. Insert the mandatory "this never happened to me before" comment. So that saves us rolling all the way down there, so that's like 5 or 10 seconds, which is cool. So we cleared this cave. Now we have to go to yet another cave. Like, you're getting the gist of the story. We're clearing a lot of things. So here we go. End of the road. Another rogue mage will spawn who we have to fight and kill. Just gotta dodge his first barrage of attacks because that will one-shot us. And then afterwards it's pretty safe for us to kill him. And then again we're gonna quit out, go back to the city. Now we've got the final quest in this quest line where we finally learn how to fly. And we're gonna see how a bush actually knows how to fly, because that's kind of weird now, isn't it? So we're gonna talk to the bush. And we feel this power rumbling. The bush is getting his memories back. And oh, who would have thought? The bush actually is a dragon. And doing all these quests for him, we actually set the dragon free, which probably wasn't really the best idea, but in the end we're gonna learn how to fly, so it's still worth it for us at least. And we're gonna get rid of the dragon really quickly anyway, because we're really OP. So we're gonna stand over here. The dragon will be released. What is this? So there we go. I'm just gonna use my magic, couple of attacks, and that's the dragon. So having done this questline, we finally learn how to fly, which makes us able to reach the fur dragon. I believe it's called the Arcane Dragon in games, something like that. So flying is ridiculously faster than rolling, so that saves us a lot as well. And yeah, you can fly using your arms apparently if you believe hard enough and got dragon magic. So right here I'm gonna activate Berserk, use my magic. This one takes a little bit longer because I missed my spell. A little bit of a slow kill, but still really fast nonetheless. So this finally is all the dragons done with. And we proved our might towards the white dragon-blooded cat, so it tells us to come back all the way to the beginning for a confrontation. So we're gonna fly all the way back there. The zips only work in a west and northwise direction, so it would be amazing if you could zip all the way down here, but sadly, I don't think it's possible, and if you do find a way to do it, kudos to you. So right now we gotta fight the white dragon, the white cat I mean. But this is a ridiculously easy fight because it were illusions once again. Right now he tells us to meet us in the northern plains and actually go for a confrontation, which we could already easily win, but the game thinks we're not powerful enough, so we gotta clear a couple more dungeons here. Let's see. These guys are a bit dangerous always, so gotta take it a little bit careful, save some of my mana. Okay, should be enough. Right here, I'm just gonna stack all of these and conveniently hit the bottom enemy as well. Here I can just roll on through. Pretty good. So now this actually summoned Grandpa, who's an ancient cat spirit, I believe. Don't exactly know what he is, but he's going to tell us a little bit more lore, which we're conveniently gonna skip through just by mashing the A button. So that's a statue of one of the ancient masters or humans who created the Dragon Bloods, just to put the story a little bit more in context. So we need to prove our power and become better even more, so we're gonna clear this dungeon over here. Just putting my magic on him, letting the dot finish it off. I'm kind of low on HP, which is not really what I want, but I'll manage. Just gotta use this buff for some mana. This guy is extremely dangerous. So let's see. I'm gonna grind some more mana, one magic, and go down. There's another one. We just hit him with our magic, run away, let the dot do the rest. And finally we've got this squirrel for the last enemy. There we go. We're gonna exit the cave. Another lore sequence will play. So there we go. This tells us again more about the dragon blood cats, the war with the dragons, the ancient masters, and all of that stuff. So there we go. And we're gonna do one more zip over here. I'm gonna stand right here approximately. Let's see. There we go, second try. That's actually pretty good. So the direction you zip in is all decided by where you enter the cave. Like the directions you roll in once you're inside don't matter. It's all about which way you enter the cave. And it's pretty precise, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too hard. I'm gonna go here, grab some of this experience because I really could use a level up. Nah. The game doesn't want me to level up. Because I'm kind of low on HP and mana, so a refill would be really, really nice here. Because I gotta take things a little bit safer now. Okay, there we go. Now I can just roll through, use my magic. The way speedrun should be done. Ah, close one. There we go. So now finally we've cleared all the dungeons we have to clear. We think we're powerful enough, the white cat thinks we're powerful enough, and our assistants think we're powerful enough. Right now we learn a little bit more of the lore. So the ancient master who created the Dragon Bloods got banished to the Zero Dimension because of that, because the other ones didn't agree with it. And all this white Dragon Blood cat is trying to achieve is to free him from this dimension, Basically because cats are super loyal to their owners and their masters, and that's kind of the story behind all of this. But to do so, he needs to slay a powerful dragon-blooded cat, which in this case is us. So what he's trying to do is test how powerful we are, and then bait us all the way to the north of the map, where he can try and fight and kill us. Which we're sadly for him are not gonna let happen, so I could do a zip over here as well to go all the way north, but I'm having some trouble with them overshooting way too much to the west or the east, so I prefer just flying this. So he's gonna spawn some rare illusions of our sister, just trying to prank us a bit. Right now, all the 3 dragons will spawn at the same time, which is not all that much of a problem because we've got broken magic and items. So there we go. I'm gonna level up a couple more times, should be good. We're following more illusions and we're entering a portal to the 0 dimension. So right here, he asks us if we know which of the illusions actually is our sister, and we keep on failing on choosing which one it is. Then the giant plot twist happens where he explains that we actually don't have a sister. So we've been chasing this illusion of our sister all the time, and he used his magic to create this illusion of a sister to give us motivation to become powerful and actually chase after him. So right now he revealed his intentions and he's going to try and beat us to set free the ancient master again. But yeah, we're the main character of this game, so we're not gonna let that happen and we're just gonna beat him instead. But what the ritual actually said is you need to defeat a powerful dragon-blooded cat to set our master free. So what he wanted to do is beat us to do so. But we're beating him, who happens to be a powerful dragon-blooded cat as well. So he is gonna die, but he is going to achieve his end goal of setting free the ancient master. So final boss fight right here. That's it. So he will die right now, but at least he managed to achieve his goal of setting the old master free. We didn't do all that much wrong actually, so it's not a bad thing that we're setting him free at all. So we're gonna exit here. Right now we're gonna fly all the way to the south. Time will be coming up soon, by the way. So we're going all the way to the south. And we're just have a little bit of lore and some meshing. So actually the spirit of him appears right now and he actually thanks us for setting free the ancient master. And we go here to the house of Drakov, the white cat, and we see some lore, some pictures of him with the ancient master, how he had a life debt because he created him, etc, etc. So it makes it all a bit of a happy ending. And right now when quest completed appears, that's when time is. So right after this, time. So I want to give a quick shout out to the CatQuest community and Discord. It's an amazing, positive place. You can join there even if you like cats. We post pictures of our cats all the time. I want to give a shout out to BSG Marathon for allowing me to showcase this game once again. And if I'm correct, after this is the puzzle block. So I hope you guys enjoy the puzzles and thanks for having me.
Thank you, Lighton, for that amazing and really cute game. But we still have a €7 donation from Patsy saying, "This is positively classome tale of a runner destroying this formidable dragons, persuading me to donate. Meow. I think you said €1 per pun. Thanks, friends." And next up we get Gaia Attack by Jelly Dots. But first we will run a few ads, so please stay tuned.